I really don't mind. I hope that you find somebody good out of the stream. Most of the people that tend to tune in are from one of the two clans that are involved, or one of the other FPC clans. So it's a tough crowd to be recruiting from. But man, if you land something, it can be awesome. Hey Warblade, see you creeping there in the background. I just want to say that. Shira, hey there. Jake's back with us. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, we've got a live, since we're in a replay there. Lord Fonzie is in on Quan. Hour 16 remains. 4 attacks remain from their side, 6 from ours. Huge point spread at this point, much greater than the normal stuff. Later, Desmond. Good to see you. Both of these clans are fair play. Greg says fair play is cancerous. Source kicked in. That's cool. It seems that happens pretty regularly. Like the late night streams that kind of roll through don't necessarily, unless there's other streamers on that are also doing it, and they end their streams before I do. But when you get to the very end of a war like this, we usually hit source with no issues. Different Jake. Pinky Nips. Hey, we're like you were creeping there. I had to say hello, man. All right, so Lord Fozzie looking pretty good so far. Kill squad did tons of damage. It's a bully attack, drop down, 44 heroes, but Queen's almost at full health. Everything's looking great. They're gonna clear the space with no issues. Good job, Fozzie. Big, you were doing okay until you decided to randomly drop BS in chat. Come on, dude. Keep it together. Keep it together. No reason that either community has to troll each other. It's just confusing to the innocents that are hanging in the background that are excited when they get to tune into one of our wars or one of you guys. If they don't, they don't know what they're looking for, and it's a big waste of their time when they're gunning, thinking that somebody's fair player, they're not, and then they go to one of those clans and kind of get lost in what's happening. So let's shoot them straight. I mean, bottom line is, you guys have a community, we have a community, so let's let those be what they are. All good, Warblade. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, main side man, and how are things in Reddit Ion? Yeah, okay, I'm done. Big one. Somebody beat me to it. Oh crap. So if we can get there. Aaron is in on Sovereign. Let's see if I can get there, Sovereign. Evo's not being used right now. Just a FYI. It's just Cold September and Cold Sept right now. There is an hour and 13 minutes left. Warwells has the win by far. Cold September has been not on our A game this war, unfortunately. Ouch. I hate those wars, main side man. I'll tell you right now, I think our clan historically, and this war is definitely not the war to be saying this in, historically our clan performs to the level of competition of the enemy. And realistically, when we get in those kind of wars, we either A, fall asleep and just, whatever, or B, we're all trying just absolutely new things to us as attackers to diversify ourselves for these big wars. And because we're all doing new things, because it's kind of like a guaranteed win, we our score deficit, we're rarely 40 stars ahead of the other clan because we're just practicing. I mean, there's like no inspiration for us to do anything crazy. Cold September is not currently accepting 8.5s. Cold Sept is, and they're fixing to become a very heavy clan also. So it's about to get pretty sweet over there. Alright, so 36 seconds remain. Aaron has successfully cleared number 12 base. Like I said, we're not going to clear all 9s this time. Our 9s didn't perform well enough, and moreover, our 10s didn't perform well enough. We're not even going to get a shot at a Town Hall 10 triple this war because we have been unable to do our jobs. I mean, we're not on it today, or last night even. So they've done a phenomenal job, and we haven't. Oh wait, that's not a bully attack. Yes, Warwells is fair play. Good job, Bexy. Triple count. So triple count now, 15 to 22. So that gap's luckily closing a little bit, but it's coming down to there was such a gap early based off of our lack of performance that they assured the win long ago, or not long ago, but we had a couple of fails that assured the win. Overall for them, and they've done their part no matter how you cut it. I mean, great clan, great performance, and some really dope attacks. So all right, there is a live. Looks like Scar is in on MVP. Thanks, Lever3. Catch you next time. Never heard of Immoral Thieves. Thanks, Seth. Yes, they are main side man. WHF family is part of the FPC. Both their main clan and their second clan. So they're definitely fair play. I don't know how to, Big. Like, I genuinely don't even know the commands to it, but I tried to warn you, dude. I said, just let's not confuse the people who aren't, part of our higher level communities that are here. Let's be honest with them and let them know what they're looking at. If if they don't play fair, then they can go to your side of the world, and if they do play fair, they can come to our side if they're wanting something more. But I don't know the commands to undo it, man. I genuinely have no idea how to do that. All right, there's also another live. R3 is in on Osman. So Scar is looking sketchy still. I mean, tons of hogs there, but scaly traps on the hogs. The hound is on the golem, so that's a good thing. Wizard and dragon for cleanup. R3 is in with 1, 2, 3 golems, I think. So Stone Go Ho for R3 on Osman. Alright, so far so good for Scar. Should plan out there. A minute remaining for final cleanup. Nothing still shooting the Hound, and it's basically at full health. So all the things that can shoot air are sitting on the outside. So that should be an easy 3. Or an easy way to clean up, rather. And then R3, so far, his Queen's taken some fire. He had to pop her ability early. So he's 2 minutes in. He's already popped her ability. But he had a Golem get stuck outside. But so far, he's looking great. Very few defenses remain, one of which is an X-bow. Got the final mortar. Skellies are on his hog, so that could cause a problem depending on what the X-bow locks next. He may have an issue with cleanup. 82%. Skellies are down. Queen's busting through. X-bow locked a golem. R3's going to get it. Minute half remains. Or minute 20 remains, rather. So that's going to add another triple to our side. Like, it was a random funny play on his words. PB talked about it a little while back. It means exactly what you think. Alright, so I'll jump into this one and then we'll jump back over to their side since it was a triple to show it's a 9 on a 9. Alright, both clans are down to 3 attacks. So 57 to 57 on attacks used. And the triple gap has closed some more. 17 to 22. This was, I won't say bound to happen with cleanup attackers, but you know, if they failed, obviously it wouldn't happen. But overall, you know, this is going to make it a little more of what an FPC war, you know, looks like. Closing the score gap, closing the triple gap a little bit, and you know, normally they're one at the top. Usually, Cold September is able to clear all the 9s with no issues, and you know, get a few triple attempts in. And you know, they had one early and they've done exactly their job. So you know, huge respect to that team. You know, Warwells has been, you know, performed from the beginning of war on, consistent through every single attacker, and you know, huge amounts of love and respect towards that team. Great people. And you know, from our side, we've got great people. They just they weren't as consistent this war. Our normal round 2 guys, round 1 guys got out of cycle and sync, and you know, it just didn't work out. Thanks, William. I mean, realistically, with the remaining attacks, trying to see who's there. We're finally down to the 3 remaining attacks being true our last, you know, round 3 cleanup guys. You know, they've done a lot better job with their 10s, so their final 3 are all Town Hall 10s. And normally when we get into these wars, our final 5 or 6 attacks are Town Hall 10s, just like theirs. You know, and because of whatever reason, we had people completely out of order this time. And you know, we had round 3 triple guys hit the mic there, round 3 triple guys hitting Town Hall 9s. You know, it makes it tough when you have to do that. That's a bully attack. That one's not cleared. All right, here's tomatoes on Kaz. We had too many partying. Look, what Austin just said there in chat, X-Swamp is Austin. You know, we're very adult as a clan. And by that I mean our humor, our people, things they talk about, things they goof off about. You know, yeah, we've got serious war talk threads. Yes, we have an announcement thread where all the important info is distributed. But we have a clan thread on GroupMe, and the only things, the absolute only things that we censor are any form of hate and any form of religious talk that's not just a happy whatever day it is. Like, we literally just say, hey, you're an adult, and you're here to have fun. You if you like to party, you like to party, whatever, and just have fun with it and be a team. And that's what they do. That's what they use it for. And we all do it. It's not a lot of times not very quote unquote professional, or whatever you want to call it, serious. That thread is just a huge bunch of people cutting up and learning to be friends, inside and outside of the game. So I have a feeling they were probably out living it up last night. Oh my God, Peter, really, dude? Are we really going back to it? You caused yourself to get removed from the family. I'm done talking about it. You're never coming back, buddy. I wish you the absolute best of luck with any clan that you want to take part in, and I hope you find one that suits you perfectly. However, we had all right to make the action that we made based off of your actions and reactions to things, and I'm not going to apologize for it. You made your choice by not seeing what you were doing wrong or not choosing to change those things, and it cost you a membership in the family. I'm done talking about it. I hate other streamers and Shaggy. Which would you upgrade to level 5? Giants or wall breakers? I'm not a giant user except for distractions, like complimenting troops in war raids. Both have their value. I think wall breakers earlier are more important. I'm stoked about the way that this war, even if we've been rough in it, the way that the war has brought so many diverse attacks. And I just realized I missed one of the attacks that I loved. I must have skipped a few because I wasn't sure. I lost my place on which triples they had done, and I had showed replays of. So after this one, Rice said that the one I fell in love with, the raid from last night, was number 16. So I'm going to drop back down to it. It was done by MVP. So I want to get that one on stream and point out what I saw there. Warhead said, "Be happy, Peter. When you get kicked out of my family, that means a bullet in the back of the head." That's funny. All right, 59 minutes remain in war. 6 attacks remain. Statistically, Warwells has the win already. They did by the time I started the stream, I believe. I knew it, and it didn't matter because we do arrange wars to share time and group just fun competition between ourselves and other top fair play clans that are out there and that want to do this kind of stuff. People that we trust, we already have relationships with, and we want to build and harness what we've already built. So win, lose, or draw is always supposed to be fun and about the community as a whole. So it's unfortunate this time that we didn't perform, and realistically from my side, and I think I speak for all of our team, is we all know that it's not, if we win, great, sure, everybody wants to win, but if we lose, also we're appreciative of the other clan for doing, going through the work. I mean, it takes a lot of work to do an arranged war. It takes a lot of work to to put into these wars, just planning and how to attack bases, things of that nature. So I think I speak for all of us when I say that, from our side, we apologize just not, for not bringing the level of competition that we feel that we can. But overall, it's still been a great war. I mean, right now there's a 7-point spread and they've hit all the bases that that are available. No, actually, they've hit them all now. So they're going to have a total of +3, I believe. 1, 2, a total of +2 easily. So they're going to end up at 84 or 85, and we have 3 attacks remaining, and we should add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 stars, which will put us at 81. So ultimately, it's still going to finalize as a really close war, score-wise. I just know that some of the team was talking about how they weren't stoked that we gave them what we would normally be able to give. Let's see, catching up on chat here. Here's the attack that I was talking about. Check out the EQ spell with Zap. Watch where the queen is and what happens here. This blew my mind. when I streamed this one live, and the cycle that it took, how long they waited to drop the zaps, I was going, well, that's going to cost them. That's going to cost them, because they don't have other spells. But realistically, brilliant. I think there was a 22-second wait here, something like that. Maybe it was 12 seconds, whatever it was. It was kind of mind-boggling. I was sitting here going, oh crap, but man, it played out beautifully. Look at that timing. I was in the war breezy. I'm a Town Hall 10, and I did not 3-star. Dadgummit, there's a live. Let me hop over to the live. I want to come back to that one because that is my favorite raid. Every war you have one raid that really speaks to you, and that was the one for me. So I want to share that one. Let's see. Very cool. Blake, no. Fair play clans that I'm aware of, like maybe they do. Maybe some fair play clans do, but not in the FPC. We're FPC, fair play community, not fair play league. We don't care about rankings. We want competition that we can trust and that's going to bring a high level of wars, but also know that they're within the same mindset that we are. So we have no interest in it, and every time that anybody's ever brought it up, we've all shut it down unanimously. This war, no, we're not going to clear 9s. Our 9s didn't do their jobs, and our 10s didn't do their jobs, myself included. Shut up, Austin. It did have a hound in the CC on 16, I think. Alright, so this is a bully attack on a fresh base. So this should be, in theory, a +3. And then the next 2 attacks, in theory, can add 1 star apiece. Yeah, just 1 apiece by looking at the war map. Prophet had a 6-star war, by the way, the one that's being attacked right now. I agree, Night Owl. I knew that people were doing the Quake Zap thing. What I had not seen in one of the arranged wars that we've been part of, or even from one of the replays from my team practicing, is the perfect timing that was given for that Zap to be dropped and to get the Queen and the AD so perfectly. So I basically just gained tons of respect from me for what they brought to this, because I love air. Hey, Alpha. Yeah, what John said. How often do you see Penta nowadays in an Elite War? It's super rare. Super rare. Alright, so here it is one more time, since I didn't get to play through it. Check out the time. So the Quake went in. There was it was 22 seconds wait for the Queen to step right into that lightning spell. Took out the Queen and the air defense. That was a level 20 queen, something like that. And then the Lalo kicks in with no spells to support from here on out for 3 air defenses. So into the sweepers, didn't matter. Just a beastly attack, and wait till you see all the pups pop out. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, ours is still going on alpha. 52 more minutes. It looks a lot closer than it is right now. War Whales have definitely outperformed us this war. Nothing but positive things to say, from both sides. Our team didn't put in the amount of work, I guess, that was needed, and their team just made it look beautiful. I mean, the exact type of war that we want to be part in, and we want to see, and we want to deliver. We just didn't do it this time. I mean, it's spectacular on their part. I respected them before. I respect them even more now. And as far as their people, nothing but love for war them beforehand, and I think that's only gained as well because they're just an awesome group of people. That was probably my favorite raid this entire war. And that includes the Town Hall 10 triple that happened in a round 1 attack. This was my favorite raid in the entire war so far. Alright, where was I? Got that one. This Prophet's other attack. Just showed one of his. That's a bully attack. Or maybe I didn't show one of Prophet's. Let's show this one. Yeah, it does now. Since they brought out level 7, it does. I don't think it did before. Or maybe I just didn't upgrade mine, but I thought it was maxed at 5 before. Hey, everybody that's on, let me know if something goes live. I'm fixing to walk away from my iPad with my my laptop. So let me know if I'm going to miss something, and I'll try to get over to it since there's only 5 attacks remaining in the last 50 minutes. If you don't mind being so kind. Yeah, sorry about the delay with the or the quietness. Sometimes you just gotta walk around a little bit. It's the only downside about the streams is you kind of get pinned in unless you use the laptop. So I felt like it was time to get some walking in. All right, here comes the Town Hall 10 3-star by Mano during round 1. John said it was supposed to be a 2-star attack at a high percentage, but look at the execution and the timing on this. Huge respect to Mano for the accomplishment here. It was, spell placement was perfect on all parts. Just a great looking attack. Hog timing, look at when those start going in. Yeah, for the most part, Greg. I don't usually cut out time during the week to do just random streams because I don't know what to talk about for a midweek stream, just to be perfectly honest. I mean, I could speak to clan building. I could speak to, recaps of other wars, I guess, but I don't know. I've never put a lot of thought into it and have always kept it to the arranged wars. Any suggestions is open. I think I've tried to do a midweek stream once, and I just kind of lost the idea of what to do when I was doing it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but basically with this one, because the CC was a little bit offset, they ensured that the left side troops, the west side troops went in first, and they had both P.E.K.K.A.s there. So the Hound would lock all high HP troops and allow the Wizard to kind of take in over it without it doing any real damage, and put all both heroes in the north to come down, take out the Teslas that were kind of anticipated, and eliminate the cores. So phenomenal job, great planning, and realistically huge amount of discipline on the hog deployment. I mean, it was very nicely timed and calculated. Yeah, exactly, Greg. I don't see a point in farming on a stream. Hey, Flores, Warwells has the win, but it's closening up a good bit with the final attack. So it looks a lot better than what it really is, but they have definitely earned the win this time. I'm going to take just a second and look at the total stats, make sure I got those updated. So 58, 57 attacks, 78 to 82 in score. Triples 18 to 22. I think that's what I have on the bottom of the screen there. Yep, it is. So great job from them. We've had 2 failed raids. They've had 1. 1 stars. There's 0. All bases have been at least 2 starred. 12 to 8 in the 2 stars there. Attacks for us have basically ensured that we're not going to clear all the 9s. They've did those, and they've cleared 10s, and they've tripled a 10. So this is a cleanup attempt. It's a bully attack on Riddick to get it cleared up as well. Thanks, Flores. No, Math Monster. I don't even like stream during the week normally. And thanks, John. Hey, John, can I come visit after the war? Would that be okay? Outstanding. Awesome, man. As soon as I get everybody squared away, give a pep talk and all that good jazz, I'm going to head that way. And I'll try to GM you first, just for good taste, so you guys know I'm coming. Thank you for that. Great job, Klinger. That was the only time I should have wanted to visit, right? That's funny. Thanks for that, John. Yeah, there definitely wouldn't be there would be no sharing from there. It would take the fun out of it. All right, so attack count now is even at 58. Klinger just cleared one of the 9s they had remaining. They have 2 attacks remaining. I think they've got to clear 1 more 9, and then they've had what's going to be chopped up as a successful war. So Ace has defended both 9s and a bully attack. They do have a Town Hall 10 3-star, and from, like I said earlier, statistically they've won this war. We're not going to be able to clear all 9s because our 9s and 10s did not perform this war. And then we actually had a cleanup fail. Well, not a cleanup, but a round 3 attacker not get 3 stars, which has been super abnormal. I mean, they run about a 90% plus success rate, and we're unable to do that successfully. I heard Flores. But if you also look at where they went, Flores, they went to another war clan with a ton of wins and were immediately an elder. So the odds were that they were hunting, and because they didn't get to come straight to Cold September, that they went back somewhere else. Didn't want to dedicate the time to it. That's part of the reason we have the process where it is now. Castles is on, says that Sept is thrashing some scrubs. You killed me with the name change. I looked at it and thought Supercell had some kind of glitch and was showing somebody else in our clan. I was lost. Thank you all that are tuned in for the follows, and more importantly, thank you for tuning in at all. So, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Shaggy68 from Cold September. I stream arranged wars between FPC clans. That's the Fair Play Community. Fairplaycommunity.net is our website, and it's also a community on the messaging app Bindle. That community can be found at #FairPlayCommunity. There's a number of other people that stream some of these high-end wars. I do all of Cold September's, and have had the pleasure of streaming for some of the other guys as well. So basically every weekend I stream, and always bring some top-level stuff from the Fair Play community to share it and spread the good word. Basically just to let everybody know what our community is capable of, and the love that we share between clans, as a whole. So that being said, if you happen to have the notifications turned on, expect them every Friday night and Saturday. just to catch some high level stuff from clans that we respect and we love going into these wars. Castles, I'm just playing some kind of no copyright channel stuff in the background. I normally do Monster Cat, but John had a recommendation of a no copyright channel, so I snagged onto it and decided to play it in the background this time. Monster Cat, for some reason, was not live last night. Like, it just crashed out of the blue, so we went searching for music. What was it? Scar always says that people are chanting to see his raids. Poor guy. I'm gonna call his mom and ask him to go find him and hug him. I think he needs extra love. That's awesome, John. Thank you for that. And I'll tell you right now, based off of the music I've heard, it's been very, very close to what Monster Cat plays anyway. And if I can eliminate those, whatever monetizations of some of those groups, and oddly enough, some of those countries, like Monster Cat will play, and then you'll have one random country that you can't, your video's not going to work in. And when I post it to the website, that could eliminate a ton of people. Really irritating. And that being said, I'll definitely follow the NCS YouTube and use it from here on out, because that's hugely helpful. Our war with 2.0 has a video that can't even be viewed in the US, and there's a couple of them. It seems Germany's always the country that they have issues with for some reason. A couple of them can't be used in Germany. Alright, to babysit Scar, I'm going to jump down, show his attack on 25, make him feel good and warm. I like to abuse Scar a little bit. He takes it well. Holy moly, I had my inbox cleared before the stream, and now it's not so much. Come on, guys, don't make Scar feel too good. I can't abuse him if you have him feeling good about what he's done. It was a good attack, man. Alright, 34 minutes remain in war. 2 attacks on each side. 5-star difference overall. 5 triple count difference. 4 of which fall within Town Hall 9s, which we will not clear. And they had a Town Hall 10 triple. So, outstanding job from Warwells. Cold September showed it needed a little bit of work this week. We've had a rough week, actually. I don't know kind of what's been going on with us, but we've been a little bit out of sync, and we've got to make a comeback from that. What am I complaining about, Bex? About Scar? Eyes glued to the beautiful screen. He's too funny. It was a good attack, Scar, for real. And the best thing is that you concentrated the hound on the troops that were not going to shoot it. So that was the overall best thing about the entire raid. Something that a while back when hounds were introduced, was causing people a ton of trouble. And it's like everything goes in phases with each update. It seems that people go from needing to pull a CC to not needing to pull a CC, back to needing it, and they'll flip-flop. And at this point, from what I've seen, a lot of the top level raids now are back to ignoring the CC, and that was a prime example of that. As long as you keep the DPS troops that are firing into the air off of it, then it basically doesn't do any good. Oh, ignore the inbox being full. Gotcha. I just happened to look and saw, I think it was 69 messages, maybe 70 at this point, because I think another one or two rolled in. This is a real deal. We call him R3. One of our standard round 3 attackers coming in with a stone goho. Trapped a golem outside, but it actually did its job by keeping the splash damage distracted long enough for the wizards to put in some work. And protected the queen as it needed to. Nice. Yeah, Ace's defense has done very well. Lord GC's did very well this war too. So those will be base designs that we put into the back pocket, I think. Sorry, but I don't know what a well is in COC. They're a massive dominating force at this point, just like in real life. Scar, we're doing all new clans this time, this month, and I think December is going to be all other clans that we haven't faced, or rematches with ones that we've only faced once. So Kevin and I are already on point with this. He's got to have his chance to get Zeus like he got castles, but yeah, we'll get around to it. I mean, we're not going to quit doing arranged wars, and neither are they. So we've got time. We share a space that we're both active in daily. We're not going anywhere. Can I show? No, I'm not showing any defenses. That's an absolute no. That's unfair to the base designer. And it's also disrespectful to the attacker, to be honest. Castles with the salt. All good, Pinky Nips. Alright, 28 minutes remain, I believe. Let's look at who's got attacks remaining on my iPad here. So it looks like from Cold September we have 2 Town Hall 9s left to attack, Kaz and R3. From Morwells, they have 2 Town Hall 10s remaining, which is Joni and Yoda. So they've got to clear 1 Town Hall 9, and then they can do whatever they want to with their final attack. It won't make a difference on either. And then, I mean, they really don't even have to clear that 9, but I'm sure they will. From our side, our Town Hall 9s are obviously going to be working to clear 9s. We still won't successfully clear them all this war, unfortunately. And, you know, it is what it is. That's on us. That's definitely not on anybody but us. But that doesn't discount what they've done as a clan coming into this war. So they've done a phenomenal job, and it is what it is. All right, Yoda has no army loaded. Okay, may end up gemming it there at the end just to get the troops up. Hats off to Dan. Dan is a great attacker. He's our late round 2, borderline round 3 guy. Akina says, show 23, get wrecked by Paladine. Scar approves that the crowd is chanting. Y'all are too funny. Austin just gets thrashings. He doesn't get chants. There you go, Yukina. I do want to point out, and it's because I don't think I've even said it on the stream this time. Yesterday, Austin, ex-Swamp there, literally carried, in the absence of so many people that would normally help be, war generals or just, teammates that help the clan. He carried the workload yesterday. He said early on, hey, I'm not going out. I'm going to be here at the house. There's no reason that I can't help out. I'm here for you if you need me. And he literally manned chat for like 13 hours. All right, wait, we've got a live. Looks like Yoda is in on Ace. Y'all just were talking about him, and boom, here they are. Yeah, we'll run with it. I don't mind. The base will get changed anyway, or should. But yeah, so Austin basically carried the majority of the workload in attack planning, and he's a phenomenal strategist. We were unfortunate that we weren't on point with execution, but shout out to Austin for just doing a stellar job of taking leadership as a teammate and doing his part to ensure success. I was in it, but live goes first. Alright, so this is a Gowiva with Hogs. Very, very common attack style at this point from a lot of clans. They're top tier level. Valks are absolutely beautiful troops once you learn to control them. Tons of damage, tons of HP. They get a little ornery. They are redheads, and they do like to run astray at times. But if you can control them and keep them funneled properly, there's very few troops that can serve the purpose that they serve in a raid. If you've got them on point. So very happy to see them. I've enjoyed them for a long time, and they're some of my favorite raids out there. So definitely a 3-star here. Clean up. Still got a goblin in point. So this one's going to be a successful bully attack. This will clear the last Town Hall 9, and then that's going to leave who was the other one that had an attack left? Joni, to do potentially a Town Hall 10 triple attempt. So great job, Yoda, for clearing the base there. That's the last Town Hall 9. Great job to Warwells as a whole for successfully clearing every base on the map. So 2-starred all the 10s, plus 3-starred Bolt Thrower in a round 1 attack. And then the 9 start here, and they have literally ran the entire board. So that's a normal FPC war, guys. That's a fantastic job on their part. Cold September did not bring that same level of competition this war. It's a little bit unusual for us, but overall didn't do a horrible job in the cleanup efforts here at the end to close the gap some. So got to give it up to the both teams for the overall effort. Ornery. I did not say that. Hey, Cody Couch. How are you, brother? Cody Couch from North Remembers, y'all. Killing me, Scar. I didn't know a lot of these guys used to be in WHF. Not that I'm aware of. I can't vouch for the Warwells team, but from Cold September, no, I don't think we've ever taken anybody in from WHF. I stream every single weekend, and if we do a random arranged war in the middle of the week, I might do some of it, but realistically, just on weekends. Friday nights, Saturday afternoons, or if we start on a Saturday, then usually it's really early on a Saturday morning, and I'll run like a marathon style stream. Omri, now it's Omri. Alright, so attack count is at 59 for Warwells. 3 attacks remain in the entire war, 1 for their side, 2 for ours. Triple count for them has now jumped to 24, 18 only from Cold September side, and for whatever reason we have Town Hall 9s as our last attackers, which makes no sense. "21 minutes remain in war." Let's see. Looks like we had 2 name swaps today. Miss Rice turned into Lisa Rice, or Lisa 256. Scar, that's fine, man. Just quit having baby heroes. Be active enough to farm some. Austin says, "Nice joke, Scar." That's funny. Max Town Hall 8s, maybe. I'd have to ask Castles. They may add 1 or 2 more, but after that, I know that they're going to cut off all Town Hall 8 recruits as a whole. I'm not even sure if he hasn't already cut it off. There's your attack, Ikina, or Ikina. Later, Klinger. Great war. Y'all did a phenomenal job, and thanks for tuning in. No, Scar, we don't. Not anymore. Scar, let me handle it. It's 100% up to Castles, and I'm pretty sure that if he hasn't already went ahead and said we've got enough 8s after he's been balancing, then there'll be one or two more at most, and then after that, I think he's going to lock it into all 9s. Try to align our clans. I think he likes to play darts and throw them at a board too. Just guessing, seeing how close he can get to the center. Scar is who I mean. Alright, we've got a live. I just messaged the guys, 16 minutes left, and then next thing you know, Kaz is in. So let's grab it and see what happens. Cleanup attempt on number 11, Maximus. It's like a max attack. Seems to be his thing. Did a wall breaker fell? I believe so. Maybe not. I mean, he's in, but I don't think that's a wall breaker gap. I think something beat through. So that's going to hurt the kill squad a good bit. Now it's going to lock that hound. Hound's on the king. Queen doesn't have a whole lot of health left and already used her ability, unfortunately. It's going to be a tough to recovery on this one. If that hound pops, there's going to be pups left at the end because the queen's taking tons of fire. King's taking tons of fire. Yep, and pop. So this is going to be tough. Since I had wall breaker fell on him, it would only be fair. Yeah. Well, this is his second one, and he failed wall breakers on his first raid, so he's pretty upset about it himself. So I think this is going to be unsuccessful as well. Both hounds popped, went in on air defenses with bombs or mines. So nice recovery try, but one air defense never got to it with the kill squad, and the other air defense is still standing because the hounds went in at the wrong places because it was a recovery effort. So this one's going to be unsuccessful also. Unfortunate, but we weren't going to clear all 9s anyway. So that brings the attack count now to 59, 59. R3 from our side and Joni from their side both have attacks remaining. Triple count can only increase by 1 from our side, 1 from theirs. Theirs will have to be a Town Hall 10 to do so, and ours will just be probably on a 9. I mean, it's R3 attacking, which is a 9, so if he's successful there, there's what that is. Yeah, his last attack was a wall breaker fell also. We had talked about it. Hey, Corp. Well, John, I'm happy to say that they served their purpose well. It happens, though. Scar. Hey, John, tell Tomatoes to tell Scar to get some non-baby heroes. That would be rad. Yeah, Cody. Here, let me check it out. Or let me show it to you. This was a round 1 attack. One of their first 2 Town Hall 10 attacks. Check this out. They were asking about Town Hall 8's castles. If you wanted any more in auditions. I'm not started. There's a live. Let me see if I can grab it. I am not starting a GoFundMe campaign for your baby heroes. Learn to farm like the rest of us. All right, Joni is doing I'm guessing a 3-star attempt on our number 1 Brad. Thanks, John. Alright, this will be their final attack. Then we've got R3 coming in here in the last few minutes. Alright, let's see here. Yes, this is Brad that was in Game of Thrones. However, Brad is actually Cold September before he was Game of Thrones. He used to be a co-leader with us. And he went to a clan that at that time had more Town Hall 10s, and that's what he was looking for. And now that he's parted ways with them, he's come back to us. Alright, so Warwells has locked in their final score based on that raid. So 84 is going to be their total count for the war. Phenomenal job by Warwells. As of a few hours ago, it was definite that they were going to win statistically. Even if all things would have went perfect for us, we had already cost ourselves too many attacks. We ended up using 3 attacks there, 2 attacks there, and 2 attacks here, which is highly unlike us. And then our 9s were unable to be successful as they normally are. Just, holiday, people get out of sync. We tried working around it. Didn't work. For whatever reason, we didn't execute. And their team was the better team today. Bottom line, they did an absolutely beautiful job in war. Nothing but love and respect between clans. And, I can't wait till we get to do it again. I think that Jim or John had already mentioned that. So, we're going to have this coming back to us at some point, and hopefully it'll be a different day at that point. Most of the time when you see these FPC arranged wars, it's going to come down to anybody's ball game every single time that you war. And, ultimate goal, I think, for both clans is to clear all 9s with triples, 2 all 10s, and then see what we can get lucky on triple Ys on 10s as well. Some people are more consistent than others, and this time they had one that I don't think that, from what I gathered, they were expecting from a round 1 attacker. And even if we would have cleared everything, it still would have been the win for them unless we would have been able to match it. So phenomenal job all the way around. Just stoked that we got to be able to do this war with them and face one of the clans that we had not faced yet in the FPC. So good stuff. Thanks, Russ. FPC stands for Fair Play Community. There's a website about it for Fair Play clans to go and arrange wars, fairplaycommunity.net. And it's also on the Bindle hash Fair Play Community, which is a messaging app for Android and iPhone. We're 2 of the clans that work to drive our community to the spotlight, basically. Right there's the web link to the forums and chat. This is our final attack, R3, and on Big Willie, trying to get a cleared base here, bring the triple count a little bit closer, and hopefully the total score one notch closer, so it's not such a big gap there. We're 6 away now, so if he's successful, that's going to bring it down to a 5-point deficit for the total war. The big difference is the triples. They actually did a great job. Making it a routine, awesome range war, and we choked it up a little bit. Hey Jake, my pleasure as always, buddy. Shut up, Scar. I can't quit saying his name by accident. I say score and I say Scar. Alright, so R3 is unsuccessful. Not sure what happened here with planning. Base had a plane scout on it, so very unlike him. So that's going to be our final score also. There's 6 minutes remaining in the war, but we're going to close it out with a 6-star deficit, overall. So all I can say is much love and respect to Warwells, and I'm sure that in the future we're going to get the opportunity both to war them again and then war alongside them as we do these mixed events through the FPC. So it's a pleasure to be able to do this for our teams, to bring everybody together here on the streams. I thank you all for allowing it. So overall, great job to Warwells. Nice effort for Cold September all the way around. Just wish it would have been a little bit closer from our execution standpoints. Lover 3, yes, is archived on my stream's profile page. So just Twitch TV / Shaggy68, and it shows last night's stream as well as all of this one. Thanks Heavy Boots. Thanks Dragon Milk for tuning in. Everybody else. Let's do a quick map scroll through. Cold September successfully did finally clear all of their 10s with 2 stars. We did not successfully clear their 9s. Definitely not our usual war. I think we missed like 5 9s because of lack of performance by both our 10s and our 9s. From the Warwell side, they were successful. They cleared all 10s and 3-starred during round 1 on Bolt Thrower. All 9s, which started at number 8 down, were all 3-starred by the end of war. Absolutely phenomenal job from their team as a whole. And then here's the final stats. So we had 2 lost attacks. They had 18 3-stars from Cold September, 24 from Warwells, with 12 2-stars on our side and 6 on theirs. Some of those, or most of those, were Town Hall 10s, but we did have those 5 remaining bases. So Cold September represents the FPC, fairplaycommunity.net, and the Benno Hash Fairplay Community, and so does Warwells. We both spend our time day in and day out working to bring our community as a whole, the Fairplay community, to a spotlight, to the limelight, and let you guys know that high-level attacks can be performed at even with a Fairplay clan. So we don't mind what the other people do as long as they stay on their turf, and we get to stay on ours. So we thank them big time for giving us the opportunity to spend time in a war, dedicating 48 hours to each of our clans and being able to be together. So thank you to Warwells for that. Thank you, Warhead. I appreciate that very much. Let's see. Thanks, Rice. Thanks, Alston. Trying to go through chat here since I went through a big spill there. No, we're not doing a scrim this week. Let's see. Thank you very much, Main Side Man. I appreciate that. Like I said, I do them every weekend, and as long as we get our matches, which so far we've been fortunate with, I will continue those. Thank you for that, John. Thank you guys for arranging with us and hanging out in the stream. So this is what it's for. It's for us. Of course we have other people that follow the streams and stuff like that. And we want them to, because we want to show them what two Fair Play clans can do at the higher levels, and most importantly, it's about us. So to give us that common space for your guys, our guys, whoever's guys, to join together and realize that it's about the community more than it is anything. Thank you, Kappa. Nightbot got it, Kina. That's funny stuff. Thanks, Canary. You can't post links or symbols if there's tons of them. So before it's over with, I've got to do it again, because Town Hall 10 triples are always tough in the Fair Play community, and I've got to show this one out of respect for Mano. This was early in war. Mano did both of their round 1 Town Hall 10 attacks, was successful in both, and had a 5-star war. So got to let this one play through before I end everything just one more time, out of respect. An absolutely great raid. If you look at it, the jumps were dropped perfectly placed for 3 compartments apiece. The P.E.K.K.A.s were dropped on the side that was released first, which basically pulled the Hound and the Loon over to all high HP troops. The Wizards trailing behind them. Both heroes came in from the north to be able to take out the Inferno and anticipated Tesla locations. So this was, from what they say, supposed to be a high 2-star % raid early on, and was just perfectly timed with the hogs that were dropped there in the southwest. 2 on the cannon, while everything else was locked to the inside, and helps clear out some of those surrounding defenses. And the additional 4 hogs were left a little bit later to ensure everything was locked into the core, and pushed on in onto the archer tower and then onto the cannon to just take out some of the surrounding defenses that were going to cause trouble and prevent it from being a 3-star raid. So everything was timed perfectly. The spells were dropped perfectly. Just a great raid all in all. Much respect to Mano and the entire Warwells team for taking the time to war with us. Thanks, Alex, and good luck in trials. Alright, as this one's finishing up, guys, and gals that happen to have joined in, just want to say thank you one more time for tuning in, and for everybody that was on the stream that took part in this war. Phenomenal job. So happy to be part of a community with you, and to have these type of opportunities to war one another, and then eventually alongside each other when we do these random scrimmages. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to the stream, I do Fair Play community streams. I do Cold September streams, both. I do it every single weekend. If you want to watch some awesome matchups overall, then tune in or subscribe and check out these things as they happen every single weekend. And we're great friends in the Fair Play community. We share a lot of experiences and a lot of tactics throughout to ensure that we're being the best that we can be in the right environment. So thank you all once again for tuning in. For those that are messaging me in chat after I end the stream, I will actually catch up on those. I think I've got a couple of them, maybe even a couple of private messages. So I'll catch up on those also. I'm sure that Warwells is going to have a recap on this. I'm sure that we're going to have a recap on it also, because there's great attacks on both sides. So you guys can check that out. John, you've got mod access. You want to drop your YouTube link there in chat, since you can? We have two. I'm going to get them both out there. Castles is definitely the predominant one for us. There's his link right there. And then if mine's a bit smaller, but I'm going to throw it out there just in case I cover something he doesn't. We'll let John get his link out there as well. Doctor, yes, there's only one. That was easy to catch up on chat right there. All right, check it out, guys. Right there in chat, 3 YouTube channels. Castles does the 3-Star Academy and the majority of Cold September family YouTube content. Huge attack breakdowns, very educational. Highly recommend it. My channel, which is just for random spin-off things that I do, don't do near as much focus as he does, but I do upload all of my Twitch streams there. I do hold those in captive for quite a little while after a war is over with, to ensure everybody has adequate time to change their bases respectfully, and then I release them, so you'll be able to go back and check out those attacks. And then John from Warwells right there has posted their link, another great channel to follow. I follow it. I think you should as well. They do some things on there that you know, I know in the long term, if you're striving to be a great 3-star player, would benefit you guys and would help you get to know them a little bit more. So great group at Warwells. You know, obviously I preach for the Cold September side as well, and I know and love each one of the members on both sides. So great job for the Warwells. Good attempt for Cold September, and thank you guys all for tuning in. So I'll catch you guys later. John, I'm going to come visit you guys here very shortly once I get everything out and everything wrapped up. So see you guys soon. Dave, Warwells did pull it off. And otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you next time on the stream if you happen to decide to join us. So thanks very much.